Out of the telltale traces embedded in the ancient rocks, science has constructed a picture of prehistoric life. It is a picture filled with grotesque and monstrous creatures who walked the earth at the dawn of the world. At least, so the textbooks tell us. But then, the textbooks carefully ignore the bewildering experience of a man named Ameghino.
Among zoologists and paleontologists throughout the world, the name of Professor Florentino Ameghino was known and esteemed. Each year, in his opening lecture at the South American University where he taught, the professor would stress what an accurate and exact science paleontology has become.
During the coming year are not guesses. We know that there were such animals as the dinosaurs, the giant sloths. We know what they look like.
Yes, Professor Ameghino was almost complacent in his faith in the science which he taught. But on a certain day in the late summer, the professor arrived at the university to find a small box lying on the desk in his office.
What's this box doing here, Ramon? Someone sent it all the way from Patagonia. Oh, here's a note on top. Dear Professor, I know you will be interested in this. It was found hanging on a bush near Ultima Esperanza. The natives claim to have killed the animal it belonged to, but they do not know what kind of animal it was. Perhaps you can figure it out.
That is a piece of hide. What sort of creature?
Wait a minute. No, it could not possibly be.
A few days later, when Professor Ameghino arose to deliver his opening lecture to his new class, the air of assurance, of authority, was gone.
What I teach you is not to be taken as gospel truth. Perhaps our whole science is a structure of self-delusion. I do not know.
Word of this strange, disturbing lecture spread through the university. When it reached the ears of the professor's colleagues, one of them sought him out in his office and reproached him. The professor's only answer was to take the piece of hide from the box on his desk and hand it quietly to his colleague.
How old would you say this skin is, Doctor? When did the animal die?
Well, not more than a year ago, obviously. The skin is still quite fresh.
And what sort of animal was it?
What animal do you think it was?
I know what animal it was. That is the skin of a giant sloth.
A giant... Are you out of your mind, man? The giant sloth died out at least 25 million years ago. This cannot be the skin of a giant sloth.
No, it cannot be, can it? And yet, that's precisely what it is.
Until the day he died, Professor Florentino Ameghino maintained that he had correctly identified the piece of skin. And since his death, evidence has accumulated to justify his opinion. But how a prehistoric monster, a member of a species condemned to death eons ago by the laws of evolution, could have been wandering across the plains of Patagonia in the 20th century, this science has never explained. It remains a mystery, incredible but true.